Hey everyone, the Captain here. Today I'm going to walk you through what I dubbed the Ember Empress. She's focused around the Ember Fusillade spell with some crazy synergies. So grab a seat, let's dive into the details and explain how this build works and how we're planning to take it to the next level. So the core of the build is, of course, Ember Fusillade, especially while using the Dusk Vigil Staff. With this, we'll have two sets of embers. Here's how it works. First off, for my support gems, I am using Fast Forward to release the embers much faster. We have Chain, Unleash, Fork, Scattershot, Bludgeon, and Considered Casting. Both Unleash and Scattershot are what's used to allow the Ember Fusillade spell to generate 6 embers in total, 3 for each set. This doubling of the embers is what really allows us to scale up the damage significantly. For added damage and utility, firewall's in the mix, and we make sure that our projectiles are flying through them to make sure that we get that extra burn. For attacking an area, I'll dive in with Temporal Rift active, drop a bomb, and snap back, while releasing my embers as many times as I can. Snapping back to safety, always being able to control the area, even snapping behind the enemy when needed to. You can preload, and then snap back and shoot at the enemies that were here. The idea is to keep constant pressure while using a Frost Bomb or even a Comet. If using a Comet, ensure to complement it with its own set of embers, as they have time to fire while the 1 second of Comet is casting. Now, the chaining and forking of embers that our support skills give us will add extra DPS to the enemies in the background when burning. So when we burn an area and snap back, there are enemies that are constantly getting attacked over here by your ignite. This keeps your DPS up during those times of retreat. So remember that when placing your support gems, piercing projectiles will pierce through target. The chaining projectiles will chain to another, but cannot pierce or fork from those. And projectiles that have forked will not pierce. And so when we simply rinse and repeat this process of dropping a Frost Bomb, releasing our embers, and then snapping back with Temporal Rift, we simply wear down the monsters or the area until they're taken out. I'm also working towards the passive skill Near at Can. This will reduce the hover time even further for the embers. I've currently invested into Forthcoming, which was simply closer to my Ignite skills over here. So we have a reduced skill effect duration with its 2 nodes, and then another one down here. This will be the only skills that I can find that will reduce that hover time that Ember Fusillade stalls on the damage output. And so with those skill durations reduced, the other point would be to increase our cast speed. Our cast speed is separate from the hover time, as we have the cast time, hover time. Those are 2 separate delays that the spell has. So if we work on both of them from both sides, our damage per second will just exponentially get stronger. And that attack from both sides for releasing the embers faster and casting the spell faster is doubled by the Dusk Vigil. And so the Synergy is quite beneficial, to say the least. And so I do want to say that I know that this build isn't fully complete yet, but man, it's working out rather great so far. The damage scaling is insane, especially with the Ember generation and cast speed. As soon as I affect any of that cast speed, I'm able to notice a clear difference. We're definitely not done yet. There are still plenty of mechanics and reductions to apply to this process, and so I'll be tweaking and refining it. Keep an eye on the channel for updates. For now, I'm having an absolute blast with this build. You guys keep grinding, keep experimenting, and let's just see how far we can push the numbers. Let's get outside the meta. And so, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more Path of Exile 2 content and updates on my build. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you tried anything like this? This is the Captain signing off. May your drops be plentiful and your builds unstoppable.